Hey guys, Zyger here. I wanted to do a video on the primary skills for the Crusader's Condemn build because a common question that I often get is, well, why are you using Punish with Retaliate? Isn't slash Zeal better or some other alternative? So I wanted to kind of delve into that a little bit and describe my reasoning for taking Punish with the Retaliate rune. So the first thing I wanted to tell you about is the alternatives. So one of the alternatives that I've seen people use with the Condemn build is Smite's Reaping rune. Smite is another holy rune, much like Retaliate is a holy rune for Punish. And Reaping kind of adds some survivability. So if you're to use Smite on enemies, you do get a huge amount of life regeneration ability. But there's also a downside. The Smite gem does not proc Mirror gem as well as some of the alternatives. Mirror being one of the most important gems for this build because it increases your single target damage. However, it does allow for an additional survivability, which is nice. However, you're going to lose out a lot of single target damage and the ability to proc that gem. Also, as a Crusader in this build in particular, we already have a lot of kind of life-saving abilities, like the Prophet rune to Akarat's champion provides a de facto resurrection as well as indestructible. So the benefit that you're getting out of that for what you're losing is not necessarily great. I can see it being used in some situations, and I was once a person who really used it a lot actually, but I think I've been won over now. The other alternative I see people using a lot is Slash with the Zeal rune. And Slash with the Zeal rune also is a primary generator that some people use with this build, and it offers the benefit of attacking enemies in the front of Crusader. So you're going to hit more enemies. It also stacks an attack speed buff as part of this, and it's also a holy rune as well. So it does offer some benefit, but I've found that attack speed really isn't that great anyways. You're not going to really need it that much. It is viable, and it does do some good damage on groups. But the reason that I favor Punish with the Retaliate rune is for a few reasons. Number one, it procs Mirror quite a lot. Mirror is a fantastic gem that procs for me. It usually procs for about 340 million damage. I've seen some people with Mirror of like level 60, and that's got to be procking for like 400 million damage. It's incredible. So you're really going to want that single target damage proc rate to be as high as possible, especially for the Rift Guardian, because as every Condemn Crusader knows, that's kind of the weakness of this build. We don't kill single targets very quickly because our Condemns don't continually rupture to alternative targets. So the other thing about Punish with the Retaliate rune is that it gives like a small, minute damage shield when you're attacked. 140% weapon damage is holy in this case. And the Hardened Senses buff gives you a small buff for mitigation. So it's kind of multifaceted as to why you use Retaliate, but the biggest reason is for the single target damage. So those are really the three viable alternatives to this spec as far as single target primary generators. Punish Retaliate has worked best for me. However, there are people that are pushing high greater rifts, 45 plus, using Zeal as well, and sometimes Reaping. Those are really the three choices. I wanted to make this video to answer that common question, why Retaliate? Why are you picking the options you are? Well, there you have it.